That is his wife!
That's his wife? So what were these people?
Let's get right into it. No introduction needed. I know, guys. I know. The lady that was in the kitchen with SRK, that's his manager, not his wife.
Right.
I know. This is part 2, David Letterman, SRK. This is where we left off. Here we go.
Your own.
Oh my God. Wait a minute. Eric, check how many people on the beach, though. Wow, that's a lot of people on the beach.
But is this how it is on a regular basis, or is it because they know they're there and they're just camping around? I mean,
What gives you hope?
I'd be really honest, yeah. The birth of my kids, and everybody says this, and then you kind of always ignore it till you are a father yourself. Oh, fatherhood will change you. But it made me gentler. It made me kinder. And you know, yeah, genuinely kinder and more compassionate for sure. And very, very anxious. Very anxious. And you won't believe me, I had more hair than this without hair products, but I really had.
They drive him crazy.
But yeah, it makes you anxious, but it's, I have a small one, Dave, I have to tell you. He's 6 and he's so beautiful and he's so honest. And to me as an actor, the greatest moment is to just sit with children and take the unabashed innocence and sometimes even the, how do you say it, when people are not very well-mannered?
They're candid, they're frank.
Uneducated.
Yeah,
Frank.
yeah,
And I
unfiltered.
just love so much. Unfiltered, yes.
Yeah.
So that's what I learned from the 3 kids and has made me
Mark,
a better
pause it for a second. Yo,
Yeah.
imagine that SRK is your father, bro.
Right.
First of all, I don't know how many kids he has, right? I think he said it on part 1.
He has 3. He has a girl, a boy, and now a 6-year-old. So 3
Right.
kids. That's his son.
Right.
Okay. Arian Khan. He is 26 years old. Eric, am I right? He looks like a mix between Enrique Iglesias and SRK.
He does. Like
he got Enrique Iglesias' eyes, bro. For some reason.
It kind of looks like it.
I'm seeing it.
Yeah.
But anyways, look at
But
this
wait,
one.
so-
He looks just like SRK, bro. And he has Suhana.
Okay.
Suhana
That's a
is
nice name, bro. Suhana.
23 years old.
I mean,
Right.
just imagine consciously knowing that your dad is like a mega star. Aliens are watching him. Like, what do you do? Like.
But remember,
how
I
do
told
you go about
last
your regular
time.
life?
Remember, I told you last time, dude. We look at him as a big deal. Your kids are used to you. They don't
Right.
look at you as a megastar.
But see, no, but Mike, I understand that. But my question is just how do you go about your regular life being the son of SRK or the daughter?
Eric, normal.
That's a big
normal.
question.
I mean, obviously, you can't go to every place as the public. You gotta filter where you go. The school that they go to is gonna be like top of the line. They don't look at their father like, oh my God, I'm SRK's son.
Right,
You know,
right.
or daughter. It doesn't work like that. Once you're used to somebody. Okay, perfect example. It's like me, I'm going crazy for Deepika.
Right.
If I were to date Deepika, you give me a couple months, I no longer see her as the megastar that she is.
Really? Because you would get used
Yeah.
to her is what you're trying to say.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah.
Yeah. All right, let's
Okay.
continue.
Kid in Delhi. What is life like there? You moved there when you were about 5, is that what it was?
Yeah, I was born in Delhi, and then I don't know, for some reason my mother gave me up for adoption to my grandmother, and so
Really?
they adopted me for 5 years.
No. I mean, that's what? What is that?
It wasn't any legal or religious process. It was just the goodness of her heart, because her mother, she didn't have any boy, so she said, you know, I've got 4 daughters, and I needed a boy. Dad is too old to manage one now. So if I could borrow your kid. So my mom actually said, yeah.
What?
Go ahead and keep him. That's what I was told. And then,
He's joking around probably.
Now, this is, right away, this is fascinating to me. Is that common?
no. Not at all. Now when I think back upon
Look,
it,
I
then
understand
realize
what's
maybe
going
my
on.
mother didn't like me too much.
Well, I know better than that. I know that the relationship with your mother was more than formative for you, not only in life but also in your career. But that's so. Then you go to live with your grandmother.
Yeah, in Bangalore, or Bangalore, the southern part of it.
Right.
My grandfather was a chief engineer there in Karnataka state. And then 5 years later, I think even my mother couldn't have another baby. And my mom said that she missed me, so she got me back, that's it. So I was back with them.
Wow. Think about it. You have 3 kids. Can you think about furloughing 1 or 2 of them?
All of them.
You give all of them away.
I don't
Right.
think so.
They're a
I think,
handful. That's what he's trying
the
to say.
familial system in India is very different. Everybody's very close. So I think she just felt that I could be brought up better there. And then she
I
realized
see.
no, and she got me back. And then I think my father wasn't working too well. My father's a freedom fighter for the country. He fought for the
Nice.
independence, and I guess
Wow.
that made him kind of honest. So he wasn't very successful
Freedom fighting against the
British.
the colonialism, the
Yeah.
British.
That's crazy.
India did not become its own independent country until 47?
47, yes.
47,
Yeah,
yeah.
1947. so-
Wow, well, God bless your father for that. Did that represent...
Yep. Respect.
Both your parents died...
Very early, yes. I was
very
15
young.
and
So accepting
Oh,
that...
man, they were 15,
Your childhood
Eric.
is pleasant
I
memories
mean, he was
for you.
15.
Yes, it was. I mean, you know, I sometimes wonder, was it better to have lost them young and then get over it and lead life? Or would it be that, you know, if I'm 53 now, to have been with them till now and then lose them? So I have a very positive way to look at it. And
Yeah.
I'm like, yeah, you know.
You know, that's interesting because this is a question that people would ask me. My mother lived till she was 93 or 94. She died playing hacky sack. No, that's a joke.
He sucked.
And people said, well, that's too bad. But the truth of it is, at 93, the woman that lived in my mother's house was really no longer my mother. And so I understand what you're saying with that. I don't
Were
know
you
which-
close to your mother?
Geez, that would be another show. But your father had dreams of being an actor, is that correct?
No. He knew a lot of people who were kind of in the film industry. He had a crush on a lady called Madhubala, who was extremely beautiful. I think he just went there to be able to be next to her. And he said he'd failed in about 3 days because he couldn't say a line.
Then came home and became an attorney, is what he was, a lawyer, right?
He didn't become anything. I call him the most successful failure in the world. Very kind, but he didn't take a job sometimes because
see,
being an
everybody's
attorney,
in-
he
like,
said,
everybody's
also
smiling.
implied that you may have to lie a little.
It just
So
brings
He was
joy.
a wonderful failure. He had a lot of time to spend with me.
Did he pass away when you were still at home, or had you moved on to Mumbai?
No, I was 15, very sudden.
Pause it
least
for a second.
expected.
You see one thing I'm noticing about him, and I kind of notice it from everybody's comments on the page
Let me
and
see.
things
Let me see what you're gonna say, because I think you're gonna say something I was gonna say.
I think the reason everybody loves him, number one, because he's humble, right? Because you're thinking, Mark.
I knew it.
No, wait.
I knew it.
Right? Yeah. See, now see where I'm going with this. He's SRK, Mark. He's larger than life. He could have been with many different women. He could have let the whole fame and fortune get into his head and be like you see in Hollywood, where a lot of them guys are with 5, 6 different women or exes, and they have 10, 20 kids and stuff like that. He kept himself grounded, right? He kept himself grounded his whole life. He went through the hardships that a lot of people go through. So a lot of people see themselves in him. A lot of people see him. He's 53, so at the time of this video, a lot of people see him as a father figure. You understand what I'm saying? Like, a lot of people see hope. They see their dreams. They see their, things that they long for and dream of through him. And so they see him as a role model because he has all the qualities of a really good role model, as opposed to the people that really are not the best choice.
Role models.
Role model. He
Right.
is the perfect image of a real role model. Is that what you were thinking?
They always say don't judge a book by its cover, meaning you could see somebody the way they behave and you think that's how they really are in public,
Right.
but that's not really who they are. There's plenty of Hollywood people that when you see them, they speak in movies, you go, oh, that person must be a nice person, but they're not. But
Right.
I'm looking at this guy that's worth $700 million.
Right.
He's sitting here with David Letterman, and I can tell he has a lot of respect, not only for Letterman, because the way he responds, Eric, it's all about the body. Psychologists, there are people that watch your behavior, the way he puts
Verbal and
himself
nonverbal,
a little
right.
bit. Yeah, he puts himself, low. He's not like, like, oh,
Like his posture.
I'm
You're saying his
SRK.
posture. Right.
It's the behavior, the way he answers. He's polite.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And we're not
Absolutely.
talking about a regular actor. Even if he was like big, he's like the biggest, and he's talking this way. He's respectful
Right.
to everybody. I don't get 1 ounce of stuck up. I don't feel or
Right.
like he's better
Snob
than
or-
everybody. I don't get that from him. So that's what I was trying to say.
Right. I eventually want to
let's
get,
get to-
before you press play, I eventually want to get to a part where, like, to a video, maybe somebody can let us know of what he gives back to the community, right? That's something that I'm sure he does. One of the biggest thing of being a celebrity or being a role model to the world and to your people, or
Yes.
just a great image, is giving back, right? It's important. Like you and I, we give back to the community, even though it could be slapping people around and stuff, but we still, I'm just kidding. But seriously, you see what I mean, right? What does he do?
Yeah.
Give back to the community that made
Yeah,
that
yeah.
put him where he is today, right? Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, cool. Let's play it, Mark.
He was a wonderful failure. He had a lot of time to spend with me.
Did he pass away when you were still at home, or had you moved on to Mumbai?
No, I was 15, very sudden, least expected.
Very young.
Just,
When you were 15.
I was 15, yeah.
That's a difficult time for
Yeah.
children.
God.
It,
Yeah,
it was very difficult because he
I
just
couldn't
came home
imagine
and he
that,
said,
bro.
I've got cancer. And we said, yeah, we'll deal with it. Nobody knew
Cancer.
the enormity of the disease at that point in time. And in 3 months,
Oh,
he
my
was
God.
gone. Yeah. So that was sad.
That's
And then
crazy.
a few years later, we kind of started coming to grips
cancer,
with it. And then my mother died of a similar disease.
What I have read about your mother's death was as difficult a circumstance for you as one might imagine.
That's
I mean,
tough.
it's never easy, but you thought through prayer, diligent prayer, that you could intervene.
Amen
Yes,
to that.
I have this strange theory about death because I've seen it so often in my family now at a very young age, that if you are satisfied with life, in that moment when death comes to you, that's when you go away. But if you're dissatisfied, if you have unfinished business left, or you think, no, I still need to be here, because I think death is extremely beautiful and alluring. So my mom was
Wow.
in the ICU, and I thought if I gave her a lot of trouble, she'll be extremely dissatisfied. So I sat next to her bedside and I would say things like, I'm going to be really mean to my elder sister. You know, I'll not get her married. And I'll never work. And I'll start drinking.
So
And
she
I
could
started telling her bad
stick
things.
around.
They're hoping that she'd be just on her way to this nirvana place, her godly abode, about to be happy, and she'll say, oh my God, this guy, I still have to worry about this.
Wow.
You see, that means so that she could stick around. The
I've
purpose is
never
not over.
heard anything like that.
Wow.
Your sainted mother.
You know, Eric,
just-
we had a conversation. I'm sorry, I'll pause if this is going to be an hour. I remember me and you, we spoke about that one time, not too long ago, when we spoke about death. You could look at it two ways. You could look at it as the saddest thing. Look, nobody is going to sit here and say when they lose the closest people in their lives that they're going to be happy or they're going to be normal. You're going to be sad. You're going to be depressed. You're going to cry.
Absolutely.
But you can either do that or you could look at it as he's doing.
Right.
I'm sure he was sad.
Of course, absolutely.
You know, I'm sure he was broken, but
Right.
you know, there's different ways to look at it. You could look at it as they're in a better place. You could look at it as
It depends how
Man,
strong your faith is, right?
it's
It's a faith thing because
that's
you and I
why-
were very our faith's very strong, right? The way we
Yeah,
know that there's an
yeah.
afterlife, we know that where we are today is a passage, and that when
Yes.
we're ready to go, our God is going to call us at home, right? He's gonna call
and
us
that's
home.
why
So-
God is important.
right.
Very
God is
important, man.
100%.
You decide if you tell her, communicate to
So
her.
his
you
faith
can't
helped
leave
him
because
go through all this-
I'm
all
just
this.
going to be the worst son
Son in the
possible.
world, yeah.
So she has to rally and come back.
Come
and
back.
prevent that.
But it didn't work.
Just to stick
Your
around.
parents never really got to see your career explode or start to explode, did they?
No, that could be the reason she passed away actually, because just before, a day before she died, I did take in one of the series that I'd finished in Mumbai. I asked the doctor, put up a television set and a VCR and played the episode. And then she died the next day. So maybe it was-
Wow.
You see what he's
so
making
no
a joke out of it.
criticism of my work actually makes me feel bad anymore, you know.
Obviously, your mother is very important to you. And you've said that even in acting, you learned a great deal from women that you worked with in films.
I've been brought up by women in a way because, my mother had 3 sisters. So I kind of had, growing up, I was the only boy in the family. So all the women were nice. And then I get dimples.
He was the chosen
So
one.
they
Bro.
used to find me very sweet. So,
He was the chosen one.
so they used to keep touching me and
It's like this wherever you go, isn't it?
the dimples.
The girls. The girls. You see how humble he is? Because he knows what he's asking him.
And
the dimples.
reaction to almost every breath you take. I've never seen anything like it.
Mama, look at that. They're all here.
Ah,
for
that's
him.
why people were on the beach, man, because he
They're
was
here
gonna walk
because
by.
They went camping. People here in the States, they go camping for Star Wars
God.
movies. These
Look how
people
they want to
go-
kiss his hands, bro.
That's amazing, bro. You see what?
Look
okay,
at my boy's hair, Eric. Look at my boy's
He's
hair.
fresh, man. The guy's fresh, bro.
But he's a man of the people, bro. Look
He
at
is.
him.
What was the Sea Gang? Do I have the right initial there?
Yeah.
What was that?
You see, there was a day of we'd seen Grease and T-birds and leather jackets
Like
and
James Dean?
yeah, James
kinda?
Dean, little Travolta,
Yeah.
John Travolta.
Yeah.
And so we all decided to get ourselves jackets.
John Travolta.
And
We- all
formed
your buddies?
All our buddies, just
Yeah.
4 of us actually. And so we formed a gang in school. And we just pretended that we were those guys, and that we could dance and sing, and girls fell for us, and like we were really cool. But I think nobody took us seriously. It was just a gang, and then we made it very exclusive. We made a badge, a laminated badge, which was very difficult to make, and we used to wear.
This really is gang behavior.
It was.
If you're laminating.
It was. And I remember we had to wear a Nike with a gray swoosh, a white shirt, and blue jeans with C written with your hand here.
Yeah.
And we would dress up the same, we would walk on our toes, and we would go to parties and speak lingo which we kind of made ourselves. How's it hanging, man? Yeah, cool, yo, what? And yeah.
And the C represented what?
It was the class section that we were in.
I see.
Bro, he's
So anyway,
humble as
tell
hell,
me
man.
about a girl you fell in love with, and she leaves. She goes to Mumbai, and you and your buddies, the Sea Gang, right?
The Sea Gang.
You talk them into, we're going to Mumbai, we're going to find her. And you don't know where she is. What you know is that she likes to swim.
Yeah.
So your idea is, we'll start going to the beach.
Yeah, and
Wow,
and I've never been to Mumbai before, so I landed in Mumbai. I started looking for her, and I didn't know there's not one beach. There's several beaches in Mumbai, because it's an island city, so it's surrounded by the sea.
That's
So
amazing.
in movies they show only one, the big one with the lights every time, and that's what I'd seen. So we were there every day, hoping she'd be coming out like Bo Derek in 10. High speed.
Slow motion.
I guess he
really
never
had thoughts
found
like
her.
that she'd be coming out in a bikini, and I look at her, and she wasn't there. Then we sat in a cab, and there was a very, very kind Sardarji from Punjab, and he looked at me and he said, yeah. So he said, wait, what do you want to do? So I said, I've been looking for my girlfriend, and she has to be on a beach because she loves swimming. So he says, there are lots of beaches here. So I said, isn't this the one big beach? He said, no, there is this, there is Aksa, there is Gorai, there is this is... So I said, we have 400 rupees. Can you take us to all the beaches, and as soon as the money
That
runs
is,
out on the
bro,
boat,
that
Oh
is
my
crazy,
God.
drop us
right?
off? So he
Mark,
took
who
us.
has time for that nowadays?
Then
That's
my friends
that's
rebelled. They
dedication.
got very disturbed. They said, this is it, your love story is over. We don't give a... They were hungry.
Yeah.
They had no place to stay. And we had sold our cameras. We had sold everything, to subsist on the roads of Mumbai. And then I was just leaving, and I heard a voice.
Wow.
And I was going,
No.
and I heard a voice. I said, you know what? This was last
Yo, I'm
place.
getting
This one of these
chills.
Guys, and my guy said,
No.
we're not going with
I'm
you."
getting chills.
I said, no, I think it's her. I swear it's her. And I just ran down to that beach, and sure enough, in 150 frames,
Wow,
in a bikini,
Mark.
Gauri was coming. No, that didn't happen.
Ah.
Yo,
okay,
that
he's
is
lying, he's
crazy.
lying.
But she was there, and she came, what are you doing here?
Yeah.
Oh, he found her.
Yeah. Mark, that
My
is
boy.
nuts. I got chills.
I thought that was a script for the new movie.
Yo, that is nuts, bro.
That's nice.
So he found the
We
chick.
must feed you well.
Thank you
found it,
very
bro.
much. It looks fantastic.
He's the cook.
It's not too bad, no?
I'm the taster of the food.
I'd get better.
So that's his
So
this
manager,
is-
Eric.
this
Get that
manager,
right.
Okay.
You get
Yeah,
tired
yeah.
of hearing about it?
Well, I'm equally in touch with them now. So
Oh,
they're my friends too.
So they all come to Mumbai.
I wonder if
and-
she's in love
and
with
he
him.
knows you like to swim.
Yes.
Eric,
He
come on.
starts,
I
waiting at a
mean,
beach. Did that
that's what came
actually
up.
happen?
It actually happened, and till today I'm shocked that how did he manage to do that?
Right.
It was crazy because there weren't mobile phones.
Damn, I'm
He
hungry.
had no clue
Wait.
about Bombay.
You felt you had to get
Mark,
away
pause
from
it.
him. He was
Yeah.
Pause,
annoying
pause,
you?
pause. You know who the girl that he was talking about is?
It's her?
Yeah.
Eric, don't play with me. Don't play with me. Wait.
So this dream
Wait.
girl became his manager. Mark, rewind.
I'm sorry. I was looking at the chicken, Eric. That got me a little bit. All right, let me hear. Let me hear this.
Watch,
Eric, wait up. Don't play with
Yo,
me.
Mark, I'm getting chills, bro.
It looks fantastic.
He's the cook.
It does.
It's not too bad, no?
I'm the taster of the food.
I'd get better.
You know anything about the sea game?
Yes, absolutely.
You get tired of hearing about it?
Well, I'm equally in touch with them now. So
Oh,
they're my friends too.
So they all come to Mumbai.
sea
and
gang.
He knows you like to swim.
Yes.
So he starts waiting at a beach. Did that actually happen?
It actually happened, and till today I'm shocked that how did
Mark.
he manage to do that?
Right.
It was crazy because there weren't mobile phones. He had no clue about Bombay.
You felt you had to get away from him. He was annoying you.
I just wanted a break.
Eric, it's
because
her.
he
It is
was
her.
extremely
But I mean, that's
possessive.
what
It
I'm
is
telling
her.
you. That's what I'm
Eric,
telling
it is her.
Mark, this is serendipity, bro. This is like true love.
Oh my God.
I don't care. Like, I don't care
Oh.
if she's his manager, but guys,
No. Eric.
he was in love with her, so maybe they dated, and now she's his manager or whatever. But bro, Mark, let's go back to the
Yeah,
story.
but he remarried somebody else.
Let's go back
He
to the
married
story.
somebody else, Eric.
But she's been with him since the beginning. Now maybe they worked. I don't know. I don't know if they work together. And I don't even care to that part. I'm just saying.
No,
look
but I
at
want to know
She's here now.
How are they? Yes.
I mean, that's
Uh-huh.
mind blowing, Mark. I feel like I'm in a.
mind blowing.
Because he was extremely possessive about me. We were
he was
so young. We were teenagers.
How long
and
have you been married?
Since 91, 2001, 2011, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17.
Eric, he's been married since 1991.
So
bro.
they were married.
Years now.
How did your parents feel about him in those days?
They didn't know about him. I just kept it from them. And
Wait a minute. Is that his wife?
Pause. Okay,
Is that
guys,
his wife, Eric?
Okay.
Let me see. Give me a second.
Go back,
SRK
'cause
wife. That
you
is
see-
his wife.
That's his wife. So what were these people saying that it was his manager?
It is his wife,
Yo,
Eric.
guys, no. So you see what I'm saying right now? So you
Eric,
guys
check
are
it out,
throwing
check
us
it out.
off. You guys are throwing us
Yeah,
off.
bro.
Go back
That's
again
his
because
wife, bro. Look at her.
that is her. Yeah. Wow, bro.
He married the first girl he was in love with.
I mean, guys, I want to know who's been saying that it's his manager. I've been. It's
Maybe
probably
it was
his
somebody
wife
else
slash
in it. Wait
manager.
up. Yeah, they've been married since 1991, Eric. Do the math. Do I have to pull the damn calculator, bro? 33 years, Eric. I'm gonna have to go back and see who that person was in the kitchen.
That's a good idea because you think maybe they're different. It was the same girl. I mean,
I wasn't
confused.
looking at their face. He married the girl in the
That's the
story,
love of his
Eric.
life, man. That's serendipity, Mark.
Oh my god.
I mean, I've never. You've seen the movie Serendipity, right?
yeah,
From back in the
that's what-
day.
I love
And
that
then
movie.
This
Yeah.
is true life serendipity. I've never heard of such a thing. She could have been in any beach. She could have been at a
Eric,
swimming
that's
pool.
ridiculous. That's
How?
ridiculous, the story. You know why I say it's ridiculous?
No
Because
cell phone, no nothing.
I'm not the type of guy to believe in meant to be. In my past breakups,
Right.
every time I would talk to somebody, Mark, if it's meant to be, she'll come back to you.
Right.
If it's
Let
meant
it
to
go
be,
if
you'll
it-
come
yeah,
back to
yeah,
her. I
yeah.
never believed in that.
Yeah, yeah. Neither do I. Yeah.
This guy was meant to be with this girl. It's freaking ridiculous, man.
And I don't think they were together at the time. I think he was just in love with her. Maybe they were friends or something. And he decided, I'm going to go look for her. I mean,
All
it
right,
doesn't
let's
get better than
continue.
this.
Let's
This is a
continue.
true love story, guys. I see why them girls are all in love with this dude. If I was a girl, I would be in love with him.
27 years, yeah?
Something I've lost
27 years,
track.
right?
27 years now.
How did your parents feel about him in those days?
They didn't know about him. I just kept it from them, and we belong to a very, very conservative family. And
She has
back
beautiful
then,
eyes.
there was no such thing as dating. It took a while to accept
Mark,
him.
yeah,
You know,
it
they
is.
came to
It's
Bombay,
also okay, man.
spend time with him, and they learned to love him.
Well, he's awfully charming, isn't he?
Exactly, that's what he did.
He is charming.
And today, my mom loves him
Now,
completely.
you have 3 children.
I mean, who doesn't love
Daughters who have
SRK?
grown. They're living in a completely different part of the planet. Does that just drive you crazy?
No,
Really?
Damn, look at that
Worry
ring.
about them.
I am a very relaxed, very easy person about everything in life.
She's lying every evening before we
She's
sleep.
eating something crunchy, by the way. I heard
She's
something
lying.
She
crunchy,
comes
Mark.
in the room, you know, this happened. Swana said that. Aaron has to be told this.
No,
This
as
and
I
she gives
said-
it to me
Gives
all the
it to
time.
you.
Yeah.
We are concerned parents,
Uh-huh.
but we are not hysterical parents.
My son's only 16, but the idea of him moving to a different continent, I don't want that.
They were in a comfort zone in India, having to staff to look after them, and ex, and I mean the usual.
pretty
perks. I mean, I think too much of everything.
Yeah. But,
And I didn't want to give them that.
I understand that.
My lifestyle,
Yeah.
with bodyguards, fans, people who love you so much, I think it's very difficult not to get affected by it for the kids.
You see?
So Gauri
You
was
see?
very clear that, listen, at a certain age and stage, we need to just let them be away from all this. When they come here, they realize everywhere they walk, pictures are taken, people see them,
You see, Eric?
they're surrounded.
They
Hate
hate
it.
it, yeah.
You see,
I mean,
Eric?
they
You
get
were
amused,
asking me.
Hate
No,
is
they
too strong,
do.
you know. The youngsters, they can handle it, but it's too much here sometimes.
So I'm suddenly thinking, let's get them back.
So the kids live in a different place.
Dave has made you feel
Yeah,
I'm sorry.
Okay, now I'm nervous for the first time.
That's amazing.
Gauri. Thanks, Dave.
Yeah, remember they live in New York. One in New York, the other one I forgot.
That is
They're going to
amazing.
school. Damn, man.
Yeah, man. Over there, Mark.
I love the sari, bro. I
You
love
see the
it.
ladies, man. Beautiful.
The clothing.
I saw a film recently, a fan.
Yeah.
I loved it. I thought it was scarily biographical for you. The birthday celebration, which featured in that film.
Yeah.
There you are,
Wow.
and then there's thousands of people, and you show up. Now, if somebody says, Dave, there's 10,000 people outside your house, I'm in the basement. I'm not going out.
That's true.
But that depends why they've come there. They might have come there.
Well, see, that's the problem. Yeah.
These people are coming to love me. I don't know about you, why they're coming there.
It's a different culture. It's a different
It's a
society.
different society. It's a different culture. All the people
Very
who come
different.
from all over the world to just, you know, love me and give me these amazing gifts. And I meet them. I try and meet nearly, if I may say, all the people that you see outside my house. I do get
Wow.
to meet them by 5 o'clock in the morning.
Has your
Wow.
wife ever said, you don't need to be out there till 5 in the morning taking selfies and signing pictures?
For her, for both of us, it was a very, very new life. You know, to become a movie star. You know, it's only something that you saw happen to others or saw it from very far off. Suddenly, this young couple is in the middle of it. And for her to take this call very early, I think in a couple of years, that this man's life does not only alone belong to me. It belongs to other people also. And he loves doing it. And the way she has, I won't even use the word allowed, seamlessly.
Look, we gotta be just like SRK, bro.
Made it happen, that it doesn't seem out of the ordinary.
I'm
or
learning a
awkward for
lot
me
from this
ever
dude, bro.
In these 31 years.
He
I'm
belongs
learning
to
a lot on
everybody.
how
You
to
heard
be.
that.
How to be. How to
Come
be,
see,
bro.
brother,
My
come see, he
God.
says SRK literally belongs
Explain
to
me,
everybody.
We'll continue part 3 next time. Stay tuned
That's
for
it,
that.
yeah.
But this is
Yeah.
what I wanted to say, Eric. You saw what when he was talking about it's a different culture here versus
Right.
the India. Like David Letterman
course.
goes, if 10,000 people was outside my house, I wouldn't come out. You know how I took that? They might try to hurt a celebrity for whatever reason.
Of course.
Jealousy,
They get
over,
death
how do you
threats
say
all
that?
the time. Yeah.
Yeah, like being too much of being a freaking crazy fan.
Obsession.
What that tells me, obsession in India, it's a different culture. They're here to
is.
love the guy. They're not here to hurt him. What does that
Here to
tell
get
you,
a
bro?
glimpse of the greatness of the guy. It's good that there's still people out there. At least there's SRK, and hopefully there's more people like that out there, right? That are so humble that the fame has not taken over them, right? And they're able to bless so many different people, which is the way they think. And like he said, I'm not just my wife's. This guy belongs to the people.
You know what I like about him, Eric, before we go, is the fact that he knows he is who he is because of the fans.
Because of the people, right? He's a people's champ, like you said.
I mean, at the end of the day, people that are in the entertainment business, if it wasn't because of your fans, you would not be where you are. What I like about it is the fact that he's not like the usual celebrities that they talk down. Like, listen, not today. I don't want to take pictures today. Leave me alone. Blah blah blah. He looks like he's always down to make the fans happy.
That's it.
And that's what I wanted.
That's
to
it.
say.
He's a huge inspiration. They're like you said, and they're there to see him, and he's there to see them. And it's a give and take relationship. It's here I am, and here we are. That's pretty much what it is.
Thanks for watching, guys. Stay tuned for part 3 coming soon. Don't forget to subscribe, share with everybody you know. I mean, everybody. Eric, remember when the other day I was gonna take a shower?